Welcome to question hour session of Ajmal IS Academy. Here we will be discussing 5 MCQs from the daily newspaper The Hindu and Indian Express. So let's start the session. Our first question is regarding Netra Airborne Early Warning and Control System. Statement 1 says it is indigenously developed by the Center for Airborne Systems. This is a correct statement. Statement 2 says it is integrated on the Brazilian Embraer EMB 1451 aircraft platform. This is a correct statement. Statement 3 says India became the 5th country in the world to develop an indigenous AEWNC capability. This is a correct statement. So answer here becomes 1, 2 and 3, that is D. Let's move on to the second question. The second question is regarding Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Technique Act. Statement 1 says the act was introduced in 1994 in response to a sharp decline in child sex ratio in India. This is a correct statement. Statement 2 says purchasing an ultrasound machine without prior registration under the act is illegal. This is a correct statement. Statement 3 says the act was recently amended to incorporate provision of emerging technologies like AI. This is a correct statement as the act has not yet been amended. So answer here becomes 1 and 2, that is B. Let's move on to the third question. The third question is regarding international legal mechanism. Statement 1 says the UNCLOS provisions a framework for resolving maritime dispute. This is a correct statement. Statement 2 says the International Labour Organization addresses issues related to seafarer welfare and labour rights. This is a correct statement. Statement 3 says India is yet to ratify the UNCLOS framework. This is a correct statement as India has already ratified this framework. So answer here becomes 1 and 2, that is B. Let's move on to the fourth question. The fourth question is regarding the seismicity of Venezuela. Statement 1 says Venezuela lies along the boundary between the Caribbean plate and the South American plate. This is a correct statement. Statement 2 says earthquakes in Venezuela are commonly associated with strike-slip faulting. This is a correct statement. Statement 3 says Venezuela form part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. This is a correct statement as Venezuela does not form part of Pacific Ring of Fire. So answer here becomes 1 and 2, that is A. Let's move on to the fifth and final question. Fifth and final question is regarding acquisition of Indian citizenship under the Citizenship Act 1955. Statement 1 says citizenship may be acquired by birth. This is a correct statement. Statement 2 says citizenship may be acquired by descent, registration and naturalization. This is a correct statement. Statement 3 says voter ID card enrollment confers Indian citizenship. This is an incorrect statement. So answer here becomes 1 and 2, that is A. That's all for today, and you can find all this question in our social media platform. Thank you.